How to create tags when work with Naviate Bimfire that can be used with tag evacuation symbols. Not every symbol that we have in our templates have a tag already, but we can easily create those following these few steps. You will need to have both AutoCAD and Revit to make this work. We need AutoCAD because Revit doesn't handle these kind of small lines when we are creating tags themselves. So that is why we're gonna use DWGs as kind of symbols within our tags so they represent the same look and same colors. So the first thing we need to do is we have a symbol that we don't have a tag for. I'm going to use this one. What we want to do is we want to select this one and we want to isolate it from our view. You can, of course, place it in an empty view or an empty project, but I'm going to use a live project right now, which is using the Norwegian template. But yeah, I'm going to select this one. I'm going to go down here and isolate elements. We have it only here. We'll go up to File, Export, CAD format, DWG. Here we got kind of a template that we can use already, but the key thing here, if we go here into setup, if you want to use your own, that is colors that we use specific in view through here. So this is kind of the main thing that we need to use when we are exporting. Otherwise, it's kind of fine. Everything you can leave it as it is. We're gonna adjust this either way, so it's fine. And the layers here that's come out, it doesn't really matter at all as well. Here we want to do is as well, don't forget by layer and override by entity. So this is as well something needs to be done. So if you want to use your own, this one and true colors are RGB. I'm going to grab this one. I'm going to go to next, and I'm going to save it just on my desktop here, and it's going to be fine. And the naming convention doesn't really matter as well. I'm going to leave the hide isolate mode on and export. Once it's exported, you're going to open the DWG, which I have here on my other screen. Brilliant. We go here, and we have it here, the symbol. As you can see, this is going to be a block that has one layer in this case. Sometimes you can have more, but it is a block reference that we need to explode. So you just press X to explode, and now we got kind of two hatches that we got here. Sometimes you need to edit the family itself to separate these kind of symbols. So you might have several hatches, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at least. But we're going to try it like this. If it works, it works. Otherwise, we're going to go in and do this procedure all over again. The naming convention here, layer, I usually rename this after the color, so we can simply figure out what kind of color this is. But because if you go back to Revit, we're not going to go like that. We're going to go here, and we're going to go into Manage. We can go to Object Styles and Import Layers. So here you can kind of see all the different colors that we have. So if you see something that is strange, you can always adjust it after the naming convention here. Obviously, red is going to be in that. This is kind of a dead one, so you can delete it. Otherwise, you can rename it so you easily know what color it is. So what I'm going to do is going to create two new layers here called after the naming. So 254, 254. I'm going to create that layer. 254, 254, 254, and I missed here. That's fine. I'm going to rename it and go here. I usually just add a random color here. So I'm going to go blue. I'm going to create another one here, which is called 0159. Brilliant. It doesn't need to be blue. You can be green. Then we just select this, go here, select by layer, and select the layer we want to place it in. And we select the other one. And I'm going to say by layer and the white one. What I usually do now is just say purge. Go here, purge everything, orphans, purge all, purge all. And now we kind of have cleared up, sorry, purge, all, purge all, And you ought to be purged. Why didn't you purge? So we got a few lines here around this one, which is invisible. We're going to delete those. And now we have two hatches. Brilliant. I'm going to do purge again and purge all. Checked, done, clear. And we can just save our DWG. You can rename it if you want. I'm going to leave the naming convention for now. Grab this, move away. So the easiest way actually is to go to find an existing tag and adjust that one or save it as a copy. Because the main thing here is we want this parameter, family tag mapping, because this is kind of how we map our symbol with this specific tag. So we go up here, it's a fire alarm. So I usually go here into annotate symbols, and we got the fire alarm tag. So we can select any one of these and go to edit. Edit. We can go to save and save it on our desktop. This symbol was called, we're going to grab it here, evacuation chair or evacuating stool. I'm going to grab the name, copy. Going to go back here, save it, and I'm going to just place that name here as well within the naming convention. We already got two tags. We can select those, press delete. We can go to manage, and I usually purge again, 0, brilliant. Then I go into insert, import CAD, and we're going to go to the desktop and select this one. And we can gonna have it up here, and it's going to be pretty massive. No valids, it's fine. And here we're going to go up here, and it's pretty big. So I'm going to unpin it and move it closer to the center. Go down here. So this one is, I think, is like 1 meter, 1 meter. It doesn't really matter because I want this to be 7 millimeter and 1 millimeter. 10 millimeters, 1 centimeter and 7 millimeters. So we can select this one, and we can go to rescale. And we select one corner, go on top all the way up here. It's 750. Scroll down, it will move down and write 7. And we got the 7 millimeter large symbol. This symbol looks like this. It's fine with blue and green. We can adjust it within the project. We're going to move it, and I'm usually just try to place it in the center. So it's got center, and I'm happy. And we have renamed. I usually have the same mapping here. I'm glad like this. But before we kind of finish everything up, we're going to check that this one works when we load it into the project, or if we need to go into the family and adjust. So go into the load into project. It's loaded, and I can tag it, and it's going to look like this. All the colors are kind of perfect out of the box. It works as expected. We're really happy about this one. So we can go back here in the tag that we created, and now we want the 1 millimeter as well. So we're going to go into visibility. We're going to connect this to 7 millimeters. I'm going to do a copy, place it over here. I'm going to select this one and go to rescale again. You can kind of find the center if you want and scale it up, but I'm going to do kind of laser. So endpoint, 10 millimeters instead of 7. Then we go to move. Down here. Before moving on top, I'm going to actually go here and change it to 10 millimeters. Move it again. Center. And now we kind of have two tags that we can jump between here. It can load into project and close, and we can save it. So we can load it into several projects, put in our template and so on. And that's fine. And we're going to override it. So now we got the tag with two different sizes. Here we can go in here, and we can kind of not 7 millimeters, but 10. We got a larger one, smaller one. We're going to connect this one to evacuation symbol 7 millimeters, which is a global parameter, so we can control the entire model in one go. The last thing is we want to select this one, evacuation share, go to edit type. This one has the naming convention evacuation share or evacuating stool. We want to add here an edit type, and we want to kind of add this one as well. So we got the perfect naming convention. So this one is connected to this one. And now we can go and reset. And now it will work with, delete this one. We go here onto Naviate Bimfire, tag, and here we go. Got a tag on top of it. Very easy, very straightforward, and that's how you do it. So here we go. So we got the tag a little bit back in the background. Here we go. But that's how you do it. Uh, and obviously now you can start creating more and more tags that you can use in your project.